Whether you're playing a casual puzzle game or a more intense game with high graphics that you can only play on the most flagship of phones, what we're going to be doing is going over the best games available for Android. Now this can be a full list of our top 5 or it can just be one specific application, so let's take a look. Hey guys, Michael from Copper vs Glass. Today we're going to be looking at a game from a company called Truaxis, and the game is called True Skate. So, let's take a look. Now in terms of the game itself, it's a skateboarding game, but from a very different perspective than what you're normally used to. With something like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, it's from a third person perspective, and you've got the character there. There's also another game available for iOS, again similar to this, but it's a fully top-down view. Now what this offers you is basically a mixture of the two. So it's third person in the sense that you are the actual player, and the only thing you can see on screen is the actual skate park itself and the board. In terms of controls, they're very simple. All you need to do is swipe to move along and basically just practice playing with the game and doing tricks. So to ollie, for instance, you tap on the back of the tail and then step on the front, and then it's going to level itself out. To do something like a pop shove it, all you do is swipe to the side, and you can see there that it turns the board 180 degrees. Now as you can see at the moment, there is actually a slow motion mode on, which I've just turned off, which basically now allows me to do tricks in normal time. So again, I can go up here and do a kickflip 180, and you can see here that it is very fluid. Now I'm playing this on the Nexus 5, and the graphics and the frame rate are extremely good. I've actually got all the graphics on high at the moment. Now the game itself can be quite tricky to play. It does take some getting used to, and it does take some learning to get the tricks just right, but the game itself is very fun. You've also got different camera angles up in the top, and you can change the camera to get closer or have a fisheye lens, but me personally, I prefer the furthest away view. You've also got a reset button which will reset you to the nearest point. So again, if I just fall down these stairs here and press the reset button, it's going to put me to the closest point where it thinks that I can get a good line in. The button next to that gives you slow motion. So again, if I do some tricks now, you can see that the game is now in slow motion, which makes it a lot easier to play, but also looks extremely cool. You've then also got a rewind function, and again, if I tap on that, it's going to put everything back in reverse to where I started off. In terms of the actual menu, there are actually quite a lot of settings. You've got different skate parks and boards, which I'm going to go to in just a second. And you've also got the store, and this is where you get all of the additional skate parks that are available for download, and also things like a wheel pack, unlock the trick and gap list, and unlock all the missions, as there are actually certain tricks and certain achievements that you need to get while playing the game. Below there you've got these achievements that I just mentioned, and you can see here it says do 10 kickflips in a row, do 50 pop shove-its in a row, and things like that, and like I said, they do get a lot harder as you go on. You've then also got news, which basically just gives you some True Skate related news, help and options, trick book, gap book. So throughout the game there are certain tricks and things that you can do, for instance downstairs, that will give you extra points if you do them on specific gaps. You've also got an option here for your Truaxis profile, and again this allows you to save the game and pick up and play on a different device. You've also got access to leaderboards, but unfortunately you do need a Truaxis profile to look at those. You've got replay and share, watch videos, so again you can upload your own replays for people to view, and you can watch them, and then you've got exit the game. Now at the top of the list you've got all of the different skate parks, so you can see here that there are quite a lot, but unfortunately the only ones that you get at the start are the bottom one, which is Underpass, and the one above that, Inbound. All the rest you do unfortunately have to pay for, and they run for around 50 to 60 pence, but they sometimes have a sale on. You've then also got the option to customize the skateboard as well, so you can change the deck and grip image, you can also change the wheel color, and you can also repair your skateboard, because as you can see my skateboard, if I just go around to the deck image, you can see here that it's actually going to have a bit of a damaged bottom basically. So again, you can see here that there's a lot of scratches, and this picture that I'm going to be putting on there, you can't really see it all that much. So again, you've got the option here to actually change things in terms of resetting it so it looks brand new. In terms of the skate parks, I'm just going to go through one of the other ones, and this is the one that you actually get at the start of the game. Just give you a quick look at the different varieties of gameplay that you've got and the different locations, as they can be quite varied, and they also look incredibly good. Like I say, I'm running this on the Nexus 5, which isn't necessarily the newest hardware, and it also plays really nice on my Nexus 7, which again isn't the newest software. We're looking at around 2013 in terms of the processor and also the GPU. So the game itself is completely free in the Play Store, although as I mentioned there are in-app purchases that you are going to have to buy if you do want to get access to all of the actual skate parks and things, but I would definitely say that it's worth it. You've got some Street League skate parks, which are the ones that kind of actually in a skate park. You've then also got some other ones, for instance a schoolyard, which is a very kind of outdoorsy kind of level, and again you can see the level design is extremely good and it's perfect for just kind of cruising around and skating. Like I say, this game is really a pick up and play kind of game. It's not really anything that you can put a lot of hours into, but at the end of the day that's kind of all I'm looking for with a mobile game. It's just something that I can pick up and play when I've got a spare couple of minutes. And that's pretty much going to do it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you guys have got any questions about any games that we do here on Copper vs Glass, or if you've got any recommendations, be sure to leave them in the comments section down below, or hit us up on Twitter at Copper vs Glass. If you enjoyed this video and want to see some more great content from Copper vs Glass, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'm Michael from Copper vs Glass. Thanks very much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video.